Hi, welcome to Shree Learning Academy. Today we are learning about cryptographic vulnerabilities. For those interested in private coaching, reach out us on WhatsApp anytime. Let's get started. Cryptographic vulnerabilities are flaws or weaknesses in the way cryptographic systems are designed, implemented, or used, and attackers can exploit them to break into systems they were supposed to be secure. One of the most common issues is the use of the weak or outdated algorithm. An algorithm might have been secure 10 years ago, but is a no match for today's computing power. Take DES for example. It was once started, but now it's laughably easy to crack. Modern systems should be using algorithm like AES, which is far more secure. But if someone's still using DES or even the weak RSA key sizes, that's a cryptographic vulnerability just waiting to be exploited. Then there's poor key management. This one's huge. You can have the strongest algorithm in the world, but if the keys are stored carelessly or reused too often, the whole system is compromised. For example, if an application stores encryption keys in the plain text on the same server as the encrypted data, it's like locking your front door but leaving the key tapped next to the handle. Another common mistake is reusing the same key across different sessions or systems. This gives attackers more opportunities to analyze the encrypted traffic and potentially recover the key through brute forces or pattern analysis. And let's not forget hard-coded keys. Sometimes developers embed encryption keys directly into the application code, and that might work for quick testing, but in production, it's a disaster. If an attacker reverse engineers the app, they can extract the key and decrypt all the data. It's surprisingly common, especially in embedded systems and IoT devices. Next, we have implementation flaws. These are the bugs or mistakes in the code that uses encryption, not the algorithm itself, but how it's applied. A perfect example is the Heartbleed vulnerability. Heartbleed didn't break SSL encryption directly, but it allowed attackers to read memory from systems using OpenSSL, including sensitive data like private keys and passwords. It's a textbook case of good encryption ruined by bad coding. Then there are weak random number generators. Randomness is crucial in cryptography. It's used for generating keys, session tokens, and other critical values. But if a random number generator is predictable, then the key it produces can also be predicted. And that's what happened in a famous case with the Debian version of an OpenSSL. An error caused it to generate predictable keys, and those systems were vulnerable until patched. Improper certificate handling. It is another big one. Digital certificates verify that you are really talking to the server you think you are. But if a system doesn't properly validate certificates or accept any certificates that looks halfway decent, it's vulnerable to the man-in-the-middle attacks. In these cases, an attacker can intercept and potentially decrypt or alter the traffic between two parties without either of them knowing. And there's also the issue of compromised certificate authorities. That is, if a CA is hacked or issues a fake certificate, an attacker can impersonate a legitimate site. That's what happened in the DigiNotar breach, where fake certificates were issued from major services like Google. And even if everything else is secure, a compromised certificate can let an attacker slip right through the front door. Let's talk about replay attacks. These don't involve breaking the encryption itself, but rather capturing encrypted traffic and resending it to the trick system. Imagine someone recording a valid login request and replaying it later to gain unauthorized access. Without proper protection like timestamps or session tokens, encrypted traffic can still be abused. And then's there downgrade attacks. Sometimes systems are set up to support the older, less secure encryption for compatibility. And attackers can take advantage of that by forcing a connection to use a weaker protocol, say downgrading a TLS 1.3 connection to TLS 1.0, then exploiting known vulnerabilities in that older version. And if secure protocols aren't properly enforced, it opens the door to exploitation. The bottom line is this: cryptography doesn't fail because the maths is wrong. It fails because human makes mistakes by using outdated protocols, coding things poorly, mismanaging keys, or trying to take shortcuts. And attackers are always looking for those mistakes. To reduce this risk, organizations need to follow best practices, use modern encryption standards, rotate and protect keys properly, validate the certificates, and regularly test their system for implementation flaws. And it's not just about picking the right algorithm, it's about doing everything around it correctly too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you are looking for more personalized training, contact us on WhatsApp. We offer a range of theoretical and practical courses starting at just $99. You can also find a written explanation and a quiz on our website, link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe for more useful videos and feel free to ask any questions in the comments. We are here to help. See you in the next one.